Stephanie Yuen developed an interest for food when she was a young girl, hanging out in her mother's Hong Kong kitchen, where she learned about the fun and magic of fiddling with ladles and turners while an authentic Chinese dish bubbled away on the stove. Today, she is a food writer who blogs on BeyondChopsticks.com, and she writes for newspapers and popular magazines. Stephanie is the co-founder of the Vancouver Chinese Restaurant Association, and she is here to give us a glimpse into Vancouver's world-class Asian restaurants. It is my pleasure to welcome Stephanie Yuen to Studio 4 to tell us more.
Well, thank you, Fanny, for having me.
Nice to see you.
Yes. Well, every time we see each other, it's over food or dim sum.
Exactly, or dim sum, or we're raising money for something, or you're helping to raise money for something, something like that. So was it your mother who turned you on to food?
Totally, totally. You know how other kids play with, well, we don't even can afford at that time the Barbie dolls.
Right.
But back then we play with, whatever that you could pick up on the street. But I play with ladles.
See?
Woks, yes.
Woks and ladles and all of that.
It's really funny, like how I just drawn into the kitchen and play chef.
I've heard that from some Italian kids too. The mama would throw them, some dough or a noodle, and they had a lot of fun in the kitchen at the foot of the mama.
Right.
Now, somebody said, Condon asked, that Vancouver is home to the best Chinese food in the world.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
So where do you go?
Well, there's so many choices. It is actually very difficult to answer that question, where do you go? Because how much is in your wallet? What do you feel like? Noodles, congis, spicy food? And from street food, that if you've been to Hong Kong or been to Asia, you know what they look like.
Sure.
To all these fine dining where, you have all the waiting person in tuxedo serving you, So it all depends on what you feel like.
Sure.
And the choices are many, and they're all in Vancouver.
Well, and the scene has changed so much.
It has
from
been,
30 years ago.
Oh, yes.
And the Japanese food scene changed so much when there were like 2 Japanese restaurants on Powell Street
everyone
or something.
goes there,
Everybody went there. It was the Aki, was it the Aki?
Aki, yes.
Aki is probably still there.
Yes.
Who knows? So how many countries in here, in East meets West? The Philippines,
well, I would
China,
say, well,
Japan.
even in China, we have, quite a vast geographic difference. So we do have Cantonese, Sichuan, Shanghai, Beijing, so it covers quite a bit.
All of that.
Yes.
And the spices, particularly in the pantry, if you want to make Asian food.
Well, actually, a lot of people already, but they never realize that, for example, not spices like herbs. Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm sure everyone has some chili oil in the pantry. That's already something that belongs to the Asian, because we really, the way that we cook Asian, the chili oil is very different. I actually spent 3 hours in the kitchen of a Chinese restaurant, witnessing how the chef started from scratch.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's quite an experience.
I'm sure.
It is quite an experience.
So what are you holding?
The lemongrass.
Oh, lemongrass.
See,
okay.
it is a very common ingredient. Like it's something that you see and you probably have used.
Sure, Thai food.
Exactly.
For sure, others.
Yeah. Like when you talk about Asian, because a lot of people, I don't want to start cooking it. But no, why not?
Yeah.
See, all you have to do is just add a little bit different way.
Sure.
The cooking might be a little bit different, but it's not intimidating at all.
Well, and everybody can pour coconut milk.
Oh, yes.
Pretty much. I don't know about warming up a jellyfish. That could be a bit of a stretch. But there is a recipe in East meets West for warm jellyfish.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing being in Vancouver is you can actually get the already ready-to-eat jellyfish.
Oh, you can?
You can.
Okay,
in packages
so we don't
like
have
this.
to do
well,
it.
like this, right? But yeah,
Okay,
you don't
so what
actually
is
have to kill a jellyfish first and all that.
Right, so what is that in the package?
I have here, an assortment of funny-looking stuff, and some that I'm sure you have eaten. Like, for example, this is something, that we cook for some of the dim sum items. Spare rib, steamed spare ribs in black bean sauce. This is the black bean.
Oh, that's just the black bean.
Smell
okay,
it.
and I
It's
love
actually is quite pungent, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I buy black bean sauce already black beans. You know what I mean? Like, and then you just throw it all together.
A lot easier, right?
And a lot easier.
But I
works.
like to cook from scratch.
Of course you
do. Being so finicky.
So I'm coming to your house, Stephanie.
Oh, anytime.
And so you've got Chinese sausages.
I have the Chinese sausage, which if you have a rice cooker at home, electric one, just rinse, take a couple, rinse it off, pop it into the rice, press the button.
That's it?
And then slice them.
So you do have a rice cooker. They
I
do work,
but when I
have to
cook
say.
this, I actually cook with a clay pot.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We do
Okay.
actually have a clay pot rice recipe in the book.
Okay, so
Yes.
we've got a lotus root
Yes.
there, and you've got bitter melon. This
yes,
is bitter
this
melon.
is the bitter melon. You know, it looks kind of like rugged.
What do you use it for?
Well, I just have, I made a pot of this with chicken wings.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
So a little spice, little
A
this.
little spice, but see, this is really bitter.
Okay.
Bitter in a good way.
It looks bitter.
It
but
does, yeah.
There
so,
you are.
Yeah, so all you have to do is once you, you can slice them, you know, you can, whatever way you want to cut it.
Right.
You can dice them, whatever. Soak them in salt water first for about
Okay.
15 minutes. That will help reduce the salt, the bitterness, right?
Okay,
and
now
then you cook.
pan mi noodles, they're spicy, aren't they? Malaysian.
Oh, yes.
Where can we
yeah.
get those? At the Cafe
Delight
Delight.
on Broadway.
Broadway. And the
Yeah,
recipe's in here.
The recipe's in there.
Yes, Sockeye Salmon Tempura, Dirty Apron Cooking School.
Of
Have
course.
you been there?
Oh, yes.
Me too. Fun.
Yes, yeah, it's a fun place, isn't it?
Right by Shambar. Well, it is
Yeah,
Shambar.
of course, the
who
famous
runs
Shambar,
it. The
yeah.
famous Shambar.
Yes.
Shrimp and Dungeness crab at Tojo's. Yum.
Yeah, yeah.
How did
Oh,
you
yeah.
talk Tojo into giving you the recipe, or were all the chefs fairly willing?
Well, a lot of, see, I've been doing this
course
in
you
the
have.
field for so long, so I have a lot of friends. But let me tell you, some of the mama and papa Asian restaurants, you know, like
Right.
I almost have to beg.
You did,
I
because
did.
it's a family recipe, Stephanie.
They
don't you know?
don't have recipes.
No. They,
So-
oh, I see. Of course, because they
don't.
just
Yeah, what?
go by
Huh?
feel.
What? You know, like they what? So
Oh,
a
that's
lot
great.
of times, like I ask them, you know, like
Right.
they say, then I write.
Yes, and
That's
you
how I
write
get
and put it
recipes.
together and test and try.
Yes.
Because your husband's a big foodie too, right?
He is,
I think
yeah.
he's an accountant, as I recall.
He's an accountant, but he also writes
but
wine
he
for the blog and
likes,
for other
yeah,
publications.
likes
Yeah.
wine and likes good
Yes,
food and
yeah,
all of that.
yeah.
Goat curry in town?
Oh, that's a beautiful
Where?
dish.
Kathmandu?
Yes, commercial at Granville, 12.
Okay, and you like goat?
I love
A lot of
goat.
people
You
haven't
know,
eaten
actually,
goat.
Chinese, like in the Asian restaurant, when we say lamb, a lot of time we're actually referring to goat.
Okay, so good
Yeah.
to know.
And you can go to any of the Asian market, and you know, they already chopped in pieces.
Sure.
Just pick up a bag.
Okay, an Asian salad, so interesting.
Yes.
Of everything, papaya and all sorts of drizzles. Izakaya, the
sauce,
hapa izakaya.
The 21st century actually refers to 21 ingredients in that salad.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very great if you're having a party of 8.
21 ingredients.
Yes, yeah.
And you share it, obviously. That's
Share
a
it.
lot of
Oh, yeah,
ingredients.
it's a
Put
lot
it in
of
the middle,
ingredients,
share
yeah.
it.
So that is definitely like a family salad.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. And when do you drink bubble tea?
Bubble
What is
tea.
bubble tea?
Anytime.
Anytime.
It originates from Taiwan.
Okay.
It's almost as popular. Well, I would say it actually more popular than any of the coffee places.
Well, you know what's interesting for me is to see the Asian influence on Vancouver in all food.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
you go into
From
the
breakfast to
Shangri-La
yeah.
or any hotel really, and you see, and they have like something in ponzu sauce. You know, it's really nice to see the fusion.
Or some kind of a curry dish.
Or sushi.
Yes.
That's sushi at the
totally
Cactus
sushi.
Club.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Totally.
Yes.
And so chopsticks, you blog daily?
Well, I haven't been because
because
the
you had to do
book
this.
is really is
Well,
almost,
this is also educating.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I learned so much. I like to read cookbooks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Good, but you cook?
I cook,
There
but
you
I
go.
read more than I cook.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stephanie Yuen, East Meets West, traditional contemporary Asian dishes from Acclaimed Vancouver Restaurants.